Now, welcome to another edition of News from Naboo with Thor's Lightning Takes. And let's get right to the news.
All right, the time has come. Somebody's won a pool somewhere because Rian Johnson's Star Wars trilogy is now officially dead. Who had end of November?
End of
Anyone?
November
2020?
2025,
Yeah.
8
Sorry.
years after it was announced. Yeah.
Yeah, 8 years.
I've
He
been,
kept saying it was still happening. Everyone said it was still
yeah,
happening. He's like, nah.
I've been saying for 8 years this thing ain't happening. So,
I, you were saying since you saw The
well,
Last
okay,
Jedi
since The
that
Last Jedi came out, since
it.
after that, yes. It wasn't like immediately when it was announced, because it was announced like, I think it was October of 2017, like 2 months before The Last Jedi came out.
So then you were like, oh, Last Jedi must be good, right?
That's what
Right?
we've talked about
Mm-hmm.
before, how when you announce that he is getting a whole trilogy a couple months before his first movie comes out, you're expecting that movie to be
That's
something
sets your
very special.
expectations way up
Yeah.
there. Like, oh my god, they must love this. Okay, well, he did an extensive interview with the Hollywood Reporter. He talked about several different things, of course, including Star Wars. What he said is, a part of my brain will always be in Star Wars. It's so much a part of me and the way I think.
That's it. That was the quote.
That's it.
That's the quote. All
Well, it's
right.
because he has talked about how much he loves Star Wars. He's talked about how
Sure.
much he and his buddies in college were fans, and even they dunked on the prequels and
Sure.
stuff. And
Yeah.
he doesn't want to be done with Star Wars for good. Maybe he's realizing now that his new trilogy is his Knives Out trilogy is ending. Maybe he's like, well, maybe I can work on Star Wars. And they're probably like, no, man,
No.
no, this time is come and gone. And he's like, but Star Wars. And they're like, no, no,
I
Ryan,
mean,
no.
I say it all the time. I know there are some people out there who love The Last Jedi, who love the sequels.
Mm-hmm.
That is absolutely fine by me. You can like something, I don't. That's fine. But let's be real, there are enough people that did not like that movie, and passionately so, that if you're Disney and Lucasfilm, you just don't ever want him back making another movie, because you know a lot of fans are not going to go, and
No.
actively not go, to the point where
Oh,
they're
yeah.
just trying to convince other people, don't go
Don't
see
go.
this movie, don't go, and they're going to make videos. They're going to be all over social media. It's just going to be a nightmare. And I understand that might feel unfair if you like the movie or if you're Ryan Johnson, but the reality is it would be met with so much criticism.
Mm-hmm.
Before it ever came out, it would be just a nightmare.
He also said something interesting in this interview. He said some scathing things about AI.
I heard that, and I think we actually have some common ground, him and I.
Yes, he feels a lot of the same ways about it that Guillermo del Toro does, who's doing some sort of anti AI media tour.
No, I didn't even hear about that.
Yeah. So Johnson said, yeah, FAI. It's something that makes everything worse in every single way. I don't get it. I mean, I get it in a this makes sense to save money by not paying artists way, but then what the F are we doing? Is this where we want to be?
I feel like the
I
biggest,
agree.
I mean, there's a lot of problems with AI. There's the
Mm-hmm.
whole alignment problem where we actually want it on our side and doing stuff for us, not having its
Yes.
own motivations. There's a billion things you could go into about AI, but I think the one that to me seems the most obvious problem, and
Mm-hmm.
to me it relates to Star Wars, because I talk about, if you watch my other channel, you hear me talk about this more, I think, but how Star Wars is about finding your place and your purpose and all of that. And I can't help but feel AI is going to take purpose away from a lot of people. Just
Yeah.
whether that's jobs or just getting into art or just anything. I think
Human interaction, yeah.
we're going to become just pure consumers,
Oh
because we're going to
yeah,
have
yeah.
robots, AI doing so much for us that we're so few of us are going to actually be needed to do anything. And I mean, the economic problems
Oh
aside,
yeah.
it just seems like we're coming to a world that's just going to be just pure entertainment all the time. You never really have to do much of anything anymore. And I think people will lose a sense of purpose, and I think that's going to be a very bad thing for
Mm.
humanity.
The part I find most humorous is the billionaires who are buying AI because AI is cheaper. They don't call them sick. There's no healthcare benefits.
Yep.
They do all that. They put the humans out of work, but now the humans don't have jobs or ways, of course, to get money to buy product.
Yeah, I think their whole goal, and let's not go too deep into it,
No,
but
I got other things to talk about.
yeah, their whole goal, and I'll just leave it here, is they want everybody to get their universal basic income while they're still actually making
Rich.
products
Yeah.
for us to consume. So we're just giving them
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
our money that we're being given. I don't know. That's the only thing I can figure out, because I've thought the same thing. Like, why do these companies want to put everybody out of work? Who's going to buy the stuff that they're now making with
Mm-hmm.
AI? I don't know.
I just find it interesting that you and Ryan Johnson have a
We have
common
a
ground.
common enemy. Yeah.
And while this isn't technically based on AI, this is something that I found intriguing. There is a fan film out there that is accusing Disney of copywriting their work in an episode of Star Wars Visions.
You showed me the clip right before we
So, that,
recorded, and it's,
yes.
there's a couple things to say. First of all, it's a copy. I don't know that
Mm.
you can blame Disney because this is from I guess I can let you fill us in on the
Yeah,
details here.
this came out in 2019. It was called like Dark Jedi something. And
Dark
the
Jedi
stunt
something.
performer Lorenzo Hideyoshi is accusing them of copywriting the work. And they do a 10-second on Instagram. You can find this the 10-second side by side comparison of the fan main film.
I'll try to see if I can put it up on the screen here.
And yeah, they didn't even change like camera angles. The choreography, it's the same, I would say. It's crazy. And it's from Visions Volume 2, Episode 7, The Bandits of Golak, which was from 2023. It came from the animation studio 88 Pictures, based in India. He posted along with it. I mean, they already had different weapons set up, but still managed to brute force push my choreo onto that animation. Didn't even change the camera angles. Why, at Disney? Is it because we made a non-profit tribute fan film of one of your IPs and now you feel justified in stealing from this pool of creative output? Maybe either A, pay your animators more, or B, hire an action designer.
I think his anger is misplaced, and he deserves to be
Mm-hmm.
angry, but I don't think this is Disney, and
No.
I'm gonna be the last person to defend Disney, but this is the studio that did it, and let's be real, I'm sure Disney and Lucasfilm took a look at the final product before they put it up on Disney
And
Plus.
they said, that looks like this fan film we saw. Well,
Exactly, they didn't
they
know
didn't
that
see it.
maybe they did, maybe they didn't. It's a good chance they didn't, and they're just like, "Yeah, this studio made a really cool looking
Hmm.
fight scene. We're not gonna go and compare it to every other fan film out there." And
Well,
again, I think
yeah.
the fan film looks great. I'm not trying to take anything away from this guy or the film, but I don't think we can blame Disney. It was the
No.
studio who made the short.
All right, let's move into new this weekend, Star Wars, etc.
Dun,
Tonight there
dun,
will be no
dun,
Meme
dun,
Monday. I
dun,
know we
dun.
promised every 2 weeks, but my computer, for anyone who's on Discord knows, I wasn't even able to join
Yeah,
the voice chat on Thursday. My computer, one of
I
the
think we mentioned
cats
it. Yeah,
broke my computer. We had to order a new power supply. Thankfully,
that
Sunday
fixed the
night
problem.
we got
Yeah,
it fixed, but I don't have enough time to edit now
yeah.
or record or any of that. So Tuesday this week, tomorrow is going to be voice chat at 8 p.m. Central Time. We're changing the day for this week as Thursday is Thanksgiving or Andor's-giving, as
And or
I'm
giving.
calling it right at
Yeah,
this very
because
second.
there will be an and or video.
Wednesday for comics, Boba Fett, Black, White, and Red #3. Fett is out for revenge against one bounty that's eluded him. A dangerous figure from the bounty hunter's past is back. And what is the connection to the mysterious Bomar monks? Featuring a no-holds-bar battle against a deadly Jyajpur. I'm just saying the names. I don't know what they
I
sound
know you
like.
never. Yeah, that's
Well,
fine.
they're comic names. I'm not
Well,
going to
they're
really.
not all from they're from elsewhere. That's okay.
Yeah. So Thursday is Thanksgiving, but we will be doing an Andor special. I have started some tentative work on it.
Better be doing more than that. We're running out of time.
Ha ha ha. Well, you can do it then.
No, these are yours, and then I play my part. All right. Well, I think that is going to be all we got for you this time. It is your turn to take to the comments below and talk about anything and everything we had to talk about. A few different topics down there. There's the Rian Johnson stuff. There's the copying. What do you make of all of that? Whatever the case may be, leave those comments below. Let's talk some Star Wars. And until next time, thanks for watching.